Yes, guys. Hope you guys are well. Guys, if you're looking to automate your print on demand so that you can actually connect Etsy to Printify and make sure all your products are sent out automatically, then this video is for you guys. So stay tuned. But as usual, if you love Etsy products, you love creating, researching, listing, and all that mad Etsy stuff, then please like, subscribe, smash that notification bell. And guys, look, I'm here on Etsy right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to seamlessly connect Etsy to Printify so that you can actually get all your products sent out real quickly, automatically, and that you can concentrate really on doing your designs. So yeah, let's get into this madness. Now don't forget, if you need to find out how to actually create listings for Etsy as well, if you want to find out fantastic niches for Etsy, then do check out my channel because I've got everything to do with Etsy, how to create designs and all of that great stuff. So do check it out. But guys, look, we are going to connect with Printify because Printify is one of the best platforms for print on demand. And literally, once you create your design, once you get your order, literally that is at that point will Printify then go and print your designs and then get it sent out, shipped out to the customer, leaving you with really just a focus on customer service. And also making sure that you're creating those amazing designs for your store. So it's a fantastic platform to use and I thoroughly recommend it. Do check out my link for Printify so you can get your free access first and just check it out. And what you can see is, look, let me just jump onto Printify real quick. So this is Printify, guys. Fantastic platform where it literally connects you, the Etsy seller, with their printing, with all their printers, if you like, or the printing providers, and they get it all shipped out for you real quick. So let's get going with this and let's get all connected. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do, you need to create an account on Printify, and then you need to connect your Etsy store. So obviously make sure that your store is already up and running so that you can connect it. So once you've logged in, just go to my store. I've created this store. I've done this for you guys. So I've actually gone back a few steps so I actually can do the whole process so you can see everything. Now remember, wherever you see it, make sure that you do connect your store. Okay. So you can go to add a new store. So guys, the amazing thing is when you want to connect your store, you can connect your Etsy store. You also got Shopify, you got TikTok, you got Walmart, you got loads of things to connect with. All of these can be connected to your Printify. That's what's really cool about Printify. It can connect to different platforms, which is really cool. But obviously for us, we're doing Etsy. So what we'll do is we'll click on Etsy. And then what it might say something like an application would like to connect to your account. So all you want to do is just say grant access. Click grant access. And then it will say, congrats, you're connected to an Etsy store, man. Boom, it's ready to go. Okay, so that's a very important first step that you need to do. And you'll see that it's connected when you actually look on the side now that it will have Etsy connection there. Okay, now remember, just stay right to the end of this video because I'm going to give you some fantastic tips, some setup, some things that you need to do, some preferences, so that you can actually get it set up properly. Because a lot of people don't actually set this up actually correctly. So just stay right to the end. I'm going to go through some amazing tips for you. So, okay, so the first thing that you want to do is you want to go to your store settings. So however the layout is for your on Printify, make sure you go to store settings first after integrating or connecting your Etsy store to Printify. Let's go store settings. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to type in your store name. Now, don't forget, this is what's going to be on the shipping labels. Now, look, your store name will be shown on the ship from field on shipping labels. So when they send the customer the product, they're going to have shipping labels on there. So they're going to have your store name on there. So just input it there. Okay, just do that. Type it in. So just type it in and then click save once you've typed it in, okay? Remember, look, we're going to go through a few of these at the top because these are so important. People don't like People don't actually focus on this. So I want you to get it right. So we've done the store name, and then we're going to click save. Okay. Put your store name, click save. Okay, so the next thing I like to do is, if you look at this, this is ship from address. Brand your packaging by adding your company address and a phone number if you want. Now, for me personally, I just leave it as Printify default, right? I don't put any address because I actually don't want the customer to see what my address is. So I leave it as a Printify default. So just leave that and then click save. Then we're going to the order settings, right? This is really, really important. Okay, so look, we're on order routing. Now, this is so important because, you know, a lot of people kind of don't really focus on this, but I don't like to click enabling order routing, right? And the reason why I don't that is, let me just explain it. It says this feature automatically routes eligible orders to the most suitable alternative print provider. Now, look, imagine you got something out of stock. Let's say you got a t-shirt design and it's out of stock with your preferred printers. Now, don't forget, listen, Printify does not print the item itself. It's a platform where it brings together hundreds of printers, okay? And so what your item does, it gets printed by these printers. So let's say you've chosen a print provider, right? And you're happy and satisfied with them. If your item is out of stock and you click enable order routing, Printify will give it to another print provider, okay? And that'll be Printify's choice, right? That'll be Printify's choice, not your choice. So what I like to do is, I don't like to enable order routing because I like to take control of that and make sure that I know if something's out of stock, who the alternative printer will be, because obviously I will hopefully have checked and already seen how good they are, whether it be reviews or check them out. And I know that their quality, let's say, in my opinion, is good. So I like to make the informed choice of who an alternative printer is if something is out of stock. So I don't like to check this. I don't enable it because I like to be in control of that. So I think this is so important. And the reason for this is because sometimes the quality is so different, right? So let's say it goes to another printer if something's out of stock and the quality is so different from usual. Then, that can impact negatively on me in terms of reviews, in terms of the customer satisfaction, all of that. So definitely, think about this. Obviously do what you would like to do, but do think about it. And it's just my job just to give you an idea about the pros and cons really with that. Okay. You can get more information on how order routing works. You've got it here, but literally, this gives what I've said gives you sort of idea. They'll automatically send the order to a comparable provider located. But like I said, I like to take control on which other print provider, it fulfills my order. Okay. So definitely think about whether you want to check this box. Okay. If you want Printify to choose an alternative, if yours is out of stock, then check it. I don't like checking it because I like to be in control, man. Okay. So coming down to order approval. Now once an order comes through, there are different options you can choose in terms of approving the order, right? Now you can manually click to say submit. So when an order comes through, you can manually approve it, or you can have it automatically approved. So orders submitted after 1 hour after being received will be automatically approved. Some people set it every 24 hours. Some people can approve orders at a set time. So what I like to do is I like to automatically approve orders personally every day. So once a day, every 24 hours, right? And the reason for that is, let's say I get quite a lot of orders during the day, then it automatically submits it after being received. And also it's about how much you're getting charged, because obviously I want to know when I'm being charged. So I'll get charged one time a day from my account, which is easier for me as well. So that's how I like to do it. I like to do like automatically 24 hours. Okay. All the orders will be submitted after being received. And so I'll be charged just one time, right? That's my personal preference. But obviously, everybody's different. Some people I know like to manually click submit order themselves rather than have it automatic. So, you know, it depends on you. But like I said, for me, it works better because I'll just get charged like once a day, which suits me. So I can keep track of that as well. Also, the money aspect. Yeah, also, if there are any issues, you can always update an order and it gives you a bit of time because you've got a day. So that also is quite beneficial. Next one is tracking notifications. This is really for, you know, manual or sample orders. So, you know, not really too relevant. However, I'll always click receive as soon as it's available. Let's have a look. Delayed orders. Yeah, so delayed orders, sometimes when some things are out of stock and then they come back in stock, you want to be able to very quickly have your orders sent through. So what I'll definitely do personally is I'll make sure that I click automatically send to production. So if something's out of stock and then all of a sudden it comes back on in stock from the providers, then I want it to be, you know, sent through quickly. So definitely have any delayed orders automatically sent to production, right? Definitely that's a big one. And daily order updates, receive daily emails with updates, definitely. Okay. And then click save. So what you do is once you click account, then you need to put all this information in, which is your business name, full name. Now what this is about the invoices that you receive from Printify. Every month they'll send you an invoice with this information, which will appear on it, about how much you've spent with them. Okay. So this is not anything to do with a customer. This is purely to do with Printify's invoices. So you put all your information in there, your name of your business, you put your full name, your email, and all of that information here. And this is purely for Printify's information, and that will go on your invoice, which they will send you every month. Okay. Okay. So when you go to account, make sure you go to files. And when you go to files, what's really cool about Printify is that all your files that you've uploaded previously are all going to be there. So if you've lost anything on the laptop or on the hard drive or wherever it is, you will still have your designs on Printify, which is fabuloso, absolutely fantastic. So it's all there. So that's a great feature. When you go to account, go to files, and then let's go to wallet. So if we click on wallet and we go to payment. Now on payments, you've got a few things at the top. Let's look at some of the important ones. You've got in terms of Printify, when they take their money out of your account, they can use various things like PayPal, Payoneer. You can also upload your credit or debit card here, so that they can take out the money from your account. So what you need to do is make sure that you add a credit card, debit card, or you can pay with, as it says, PayPal or Payoneer, which is quite cool. Obviously, make sure that you check all the kind of transaction fees and things like that, so you can lower any additional costs for you. And then you can also look at your bill currency through different ways. You can look through USD, or you can also change the bill currency to other currencies, like for me, for a pound, GBP, Great British Pounds, and there are other options too there as well. Okay, so you can change the currency there. So if you remember, the reason why I talked about order approval, if you remember when we looked at those options, order approval and order routing, if you remember. So with order approval, I like to approve once a day for any orders that come through. That way it just makes it easier for them when Printify takes some money out of the account. It's just a one time, once a day. Okay. Again, that just makes life easier. So remember, that has a knock-on effect with regards to what you choose, okay, with your order approval times. But yeah, these are the options there, which are quite standard options. And then you have something called Printify Premium here. Now, Printify Premium, you can subscribe to that with a monthly fee, where actually they give you 20% discounts on their product. Okay, which is quite cool. So if you are selling a lot and you have a lot of orders, then I think this could really work out for you, and it can actually lower your costs. However, if you're not getting that many orders, then I'd suggest you kind of wait until you do. So leave that for now if you're not getting many orders. Or if you are, then yep, subscribe to Printify, because in the long run it does work out better. So also with the wallet, you'll find, if I click back on wallet, I go to taxes, which is also something important. You got some important information on taxes depending on where you are based. So you got Canada, EU, Norway, UK, and USA. Now, I suggest that you kind of look into this a bit more, because obviously you'll find a lot. Actually, Printify is fantastic for finding information, specific information. Because obviously I'm based in the UK, a lot of people are based in the US and Canada. So do check out the blog and the help center, and the help center gives you some really good advice on what you need to do with regards to taxes, registration, and for tax collection and all of that kind of thing. But it is quite straightforward, and it's quite easy, and Printify has all the answers there really. So if I was to go to the UK, you can see that they've got a lot of information here which you can click on to find out. So definitely find out first before you do anything with regards to taxes. Now, for your particular country. Now, the other thing I want to show you, which is really I want to give you some great tips, right? So I'm going to go to catalog here. If I click catalog, I go to catalog home. Now, obviously with Printify, catalog home is where you can find all the products that you want to actually use for print on demand, right? And what's really cool is that, you know, Printify is kind of AI, if you like, is really smart, because it gives you all those high earning products. It shows you the high earning products. It shows you some good merchants, approved merchants, and it also shows you like some trending and popular categories, right? So, which is pretty cool. Now, let's say for me, for example, now let's say I want to look at t-shirts. I just want to show you a couple of things, very important. So let me see a couple of t-shirts that I want to look at. And what's good is, you know, it gives you some good information. You got express delivery, you got bestseller. So what I suggest you do is you click the favorites to the ones that you want, so that you can quickly see them again and access them. So favorites being, you'd click the heart here. These will be your favorites. Yeah, you can look at certain bestsellers. So let's say you wanted to do a design on a bestseller, right? You wanted to do a design on a bestseller. So you click on the bestseller, right? And then what will happen is you can see the guild in here. You're going to have some options. Now, remember what I said about Printify. Printify are not the ones that actually do the printing, but they have hundreds of these printers that will do the fulfillment for you, right? So you can see that here. You got all of these other printers that are located with different location, and you got also reviews for these. So you can see at the top is 9.8, and at the bottom it keeps going down, 8.5, 7.9, and so on. And then you've got other bits and pieces, a bit of information that they also do on the side. Okay. And yeah, so this is really good information if you really kind of want to know. And you can see the information here. You can see quality, production speed, and stock reliability, so that you're able to kind of choose which provider you want to kind of go with. Okay. And this is very important, guys. So let's say, you know, you're happy, let's say, with Monster Digital, which is a good, very reliable printer. Okay, so you'd click start designing. Let's say you've even got provider information, which is here as well, guys. Look, you've got provider information. You can see that there's some provider information, product variants, shipping, production, branding, gift messages. Really cool, lots of good information, just so that you can choose the right person for you. And then what you would do is you go to start designing, and then you would upload your design. Now, this is very important. So let's say I go to my library. Let's say because obviously I've got designs already on the system. You can always add your design from your computer if you've got your designs there, or you can use my library. you know, there's a few options to get your design from. But I'm going to give you some very important tips here. Now, one thing is, let me just go down. Actually, so what you can see here is some very important information when you come down, is that it gives you the print size, okay, that you need. And this is very important. So this is when you take this information, you've got 2953 by 3600 pixels and 300 dpi. This tells you basically the print area size that you've got. So obviously you look at the print area size on Printify, then you can go off to MIDJOURNEY AI, CANVA, whatever software you use for designing, Photoshop, go and design it. Make sure you input the print area size so you know exactly what you need to go back into this. And then obviously with a 300 dpi, okay, so that the resolution is good for printing. But what's interesting is you will know if it's good enough for printing is, let's say you go to your design. So I'm going to go to a design that I want to use. Let's say this little mountain sort of logo design that I created. So I've created this already, and I'm going to click this. Now you can see that it's inside the sort of design area, which is good. Let me just zoom in. You can see it there. And this is inside the zoom area. What's also very good information is here. It can tell you if it's a high res. So mine is very high res, right? So even if I stretch it out, if I wanted to make sure that the design itself stays within the dashed lines, okay, that's very important. But mine, I just want it a little bit bigger, and I'm going to make sure it sits. Okay, mine still sits inside and it's still very high res. I made sure that my resolution is really high. So yeah, the design is there now and it's a high res because it's in green. If it's green, that's a good sign, right? Okay, anything like you know, as long as it's in green, you're good to go, right? Then I'm going to save my product. Let's say I wanted it, and then literally you'll have your design. You'll see your design on the t-shirt, right? On the actual t-shirt, on the mock-up, because it will provide mock-ups for you. Look at that on the actual t-shirt. It looks amazing. And again, the same principle can apply for anything. Let's say I wanted to go for a mug design, right? Mug. So let's say I go to catalog and I want to do a mug, print on demand, right? Let's say I got an idea for something for Easter coming up, mate. I'll go to the bestseller. Obviously, look at the provider. Obviously, there's the provider there. Provider information, start designing, right? Choose something. I'm going to choose from my library. And look, you can see the size. So this is the size, the print area size, which you can see the template for here. If you want to design it wherever, Canva, MIDJOURNEY AI, Photoshop, wherever, right? Go to my library because I'm going to choose it. Go down to the Easter design that I've created. Click on it. Should come up on the screen. Yep. Is the resolution good? Yes. 300 dpi in green. It's all good to go. Click Save Product. Once you've saved it, it's going to show you what it's going to look like. Show you the mock-ups, right? And let me just click on it. And that's it. There you go. You're good to go. And that's what's going to be made. Simple as that, guys. So just thought you'd just have a few more tips on Printify, but I've got loads more tips on lots of the videos that I produced on my channel where you can see me actually showing you how to design, connect it with Printify. Also loads of listings on Etsy, how to find those fantastic niches so you can get selling real quick. But guys, hope you liked the video. If you did like the video, please hit the like, subscribe, smash that notification bell, and I shall see you on the next video. Take care.